Hi, it's Zabo1975 and welcome to Elite Dangerous on the Legacy version of the game. And in today's episode I'm bringing you something that I think Odyssey players would love to have back, which is the Crystal Shard sites. Look at that planet surface with all the canyons and bobbly bits and massive canyon you can go down. I bet Odyssey players are really missing that. But anyway, here I am at the Crystal Shards, where if anyone's saying they can't gather their raw materials, really just come out here. It's so simple. Even I can fill up grade 5 mats very quickly, and I've got a little cheat method for you to do it much easier. This works very well with 2 people, it works very well with 3 people. Basically you want one person sitting above firing missiles or flechettes down onto the site, which knocks everything off the trees, and that makes it really easy to just go around and pick it up. Super easy method, super quick. You know, the traditional method of driving around shooting the trees is one thing, but you can just blast them off with fixed missiles or flechettes. As you'll see from this clip as I land, I go in and there's materials already on the floor waiting for me. However, if you get 2 of you, one person basically above, raining down death and destruction on the site, while the other person scoots between the explosions and picks everything up. The danger obviously is, you know what's going to happen if 2 Dark Marauders come up here to do that. Someone's going to lose a lot of SRVs, but it does work in terms of knocking stuff off the tree, so if you can find someone you trust, it's worth doing. As to me, I came up here, me and Meta came up here, I brought my carrier up, he wanted to fill his mats up, I filled mine up, but unfortunately because of my shifts, we didn't actually get to do it together, so we both went our separate ways and did it, and also I didn't realise I'd kidnapped one of the other members of the Dark Marauders, so I was only up here for 1 day. And yes, in 1 day between working 10-hour shifts, I managed to get on and clear my mats through, and managed to jump my carrier back to the bubble. It's really quick and really simple. As you can see, there we go. Some mats already on the floor from where I missiled. But if you get someone above you while you're collecting doing that, it works a lot better. When you do it for yourself, it just knocks some off, which is not great. You want to get someone above you just raining down on the site. And yeah, it'll speed things along nicely for you, because I know it's so painful having to get these grade 5 mats by shooting them off trees. Yeah, I remember the days when you got 1 mat for 1 mat and we never had crystal shards. Then it was horrible. Then you were going to planets with like, you know, 0.8% or something and driving around forever trying to find it. But once they put materials growing on trees, really the engineering grind got a lot easier. Also the change from the type 1 engineering to type 2 engineering, night and day. A lot of people still prefer the original, which was the gambling version, but it meant you could just keep rolling the same thing over and over again until you got the perfect roll. And you know, some players did that, some players had the wherewithal to sit there forever and do that. Other players like me were like, I'm not doing that, I'll just take what I get. You know, so when they switched to the new, I didn't really have any legacy parts that were OP as hell. Some people did. Some people had some parts which were majorly OP. But I'll be honest, my time up at the Crystal Shards, I got to see a few planets. I hate driving around on planet surfaces, but even for me, I didn't spend that long driving around on planet surfaces. It drove me nuts. And like I say, I jumped my carrier up here, and in one afternoon's little poodle around, I was done. And yeah, it doesn't take very long, it's not that painful. The Crystal Shards are like a godsend for people to engineer their ships. It's so easy, and if you can't be bothered to gather the lower grade materials, you can just trade down. 2 trips up here and trading down, and you're pretty much sorted forever. Well, for like at least a couple of ships. It's not that painful. But you know, some people don't like engineering, I understand that. Some people don't like grind, I understand that. However, if you're going to play Elite Dangerous, you need to do this just once, get it out of the way, get yourself a nice engineered ship, and then you can talk to me about people killing you in open. But if you're in a non-engineered ship and you're worried about being killed in open, engineer your ship. It really does help. My Type 9 is way more survivable with its engineered shields. Anyway, that's all for this video. Thank you very much for watching.